Greetings and peace be unto you. This is the Inspiration Show, episode 4, entitled Racism. This is a hard subject because a lot of people don't want to talk about this. I barely want to talk about it, but I feel that it's something that has to be touched on because for way far too long, people have got, I would say, the wrong impressions of the whole thing. I mean, it's tricky, it's touchy, it's something people don't really want to talk about, regardless of your race. Now, I'm going to be touching 3 topics. First one is what makes a person racist. The second is, can black people be racist? And the third and final should be, the third one here is, should race matter? Okay, I'm going to deal with the first one here. What makes people racist? Well, let's go into definition. By definition, racism is prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against someone or a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. So basically, whatever that means to you, but that's the definition. You can Google it. You can break it down between prejudice, discrimination, and antagonism, because they have the whole breakdowns. Everything's there on the net for you. I'm not going to go deep into that part. So what makes a person racist, basically? A lot of people like to say that all white people are racist. All Spanish people are racist. Then within the Spanish community, you have the divide between Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and so forth. But, and in between the black communities, you have the separation between the West Indians, the Southern blacks, then the Southern blacks and Northern blacks. And then even the white community, you got your Irish, you got your Italians, you have your Germans, your Russians, but to all of the others, they look at them like they're just white. Just like as the white will look at the black like they're all black. And then you have the Africans, they'll look at the West Indians and the American black or the Southern black, Northern black, like they're not like us. But in all reality, we all have the same blood. Maybe not the same blood type, but guess what? When you pull this off, when you pull off white skin, when you pull off Spanish skin, I don't want to say orange because I'm not with that calling Trump Cheeto and orange and all that. That's actually racist. The man's white or Anglo-Saxon or Caucasian. He ain't orange. You think somebody's gonna call me shoe polish or call me midnight black or whatever to my face and I'm gonna let that happen? Let's get off of that stuff. Let's grow up. Let's start treating people for who they are. Because I think it's annoyingly stupid. It's dumb. You know, regardless of what you feel about, you know, who's in office. You know, if someone would have came out of character to President Obama, people would have lost their mind. But because President Trump is not, I guess, liked by the majority of the community or the majority of the United States or whatever you want to say it, then it's all right to bash him. When I can tell you that I'm not feeling any president. But that's a whole nother story. And if you dig deep enough, you won't care about what president's in office either. Because it don't matter if they're green, black, whatever you want, whatever color they are, it doesn't even matter. They all have an agenda. But like I said, that's something deeper. That's something for another time. I'm not going to go deep into that right now and get off of what I'm talking about. But like I said, we got to get off of this racism thing. We need to leave that alone. That's my report there. What makes black people, or actually, can black people be racist? I think I kind of described that from the first point that, well, yes, we can. We can be racist. Will we accept the fact that we are? Is another situation. Will we admit that? No. Actually, no one's going to really admit that they're racist. I don't think they will. I have yet to find anyone that's going to say, I'm racist. No. You're going to figure out such from their actions or things that they say. Have I ever been exposed to racism? Yeah, of course. And to twist your head a little bit, make you think it's not just white folk that I've been encountered racism from. I've encountered racism from all races. Or discrimination for that matter. But like I said, I'm not talking about discrimination because I don't want to get into discrimination that can go a little deeper. Or for another way that I'm not aiming at right at the moment. But clearly, there's racism from every race. But every race is not accepted. In actuality, we don't even accept it individually. Which actually is a shame. Because we are all one race, which is the human race. I truly believe that. It's not something I woke up and thought about yesterday. I believe that from a child. I grew up in a neighborhood that was diverse. I didn't grow up in an all-black neighborhood, all Spanish neighborhood. When I first grew up in Spanish Harlem, I'll tell you right there, Spanish Harlem. But Spanish Harlem is not only Spanish, Hispanic people. You've got all diversities. I later moved to the Bronx. The area I lived in the Bronx was primarily Hispanic and black. But even still, having that first encounter to deal with different races grew me to be who I am today. And that's why I can be somewhere where I'm the only black person there and not feel any sort of way. My thing is, until you give me reason to feel a certain way about you, I don't care what color you are. You cross the line, you could be a daggone green alien from Mars. You cross the line with me, you cross the line with me. And that's it. I don't care that you're green is why I'm dealing with you. Because I got the same ass whipping for a green Martian as I do for a red Martian. So it don't matter. Does not matter at all. But there's many people that don't feel that way. And many people are probably going to criticize what I feel. I don't care. I'm just putting it out there that I'm tired of it. And I think we need to get past this as a people. Because we're poisoning the next generation in some cases. Because we're leading them to believe that everything is a white situation. Everything is a Spanish situation. Or what have you. Or when I was in the service, the big thing was to hate the Arabs. Think all of them are terrorists, something like that. There's a store I go to that is owned by people from Yemen. And you know what? They have more open minds than some of my black people. Maybe even some of my white friends. They have a real open mind. They actually love being in America. They don't want to go back to Yemen. They feel that country's horrible. Not saying that Yemen is bad. I've never been there. But from what they tell me, they weren't living a great life out there. But now they're living a decent life. And they're proud to be American. And they're flattered by being here. They would have it no other way. Let me see here. My last point. Trying to get my thing to load up here. Should race matter? Race should not matter. Race should never matter. The only way race should matter is if someone's using race against you to keep you trapped somewhere, basically to keep you down. Let's say I'm working in a company, in a major company, and I've got all the talent in the world. I've got all these degrees, but yet my boss is racist, point blank. And you got me, got all these credentials, and then you got another worker that has nowhere near my talent or credentials, but yet he gets the raise, he gets the promotion. How should I feel? I shouldn't feel like I should feel tremendously upset, especially knowing what's going on. Now, there's two things I can do. I can approach him on the matter as a man, and we talk it out. Or I could just report him, right? Since I feel he's being racist anyway, he's being discriminatory towards me. That would be the thing to do. Now, what I would do, I'll tell you what I would actually do. Actually, I would talk to that person first. That would be my first approach, would be to approach him, talk to him, and find out what it is what's his issue with me personally, as a man first. Now, if we can't get that far, and I can see deeper into things, and that it's not about us being men, it's about me being a black man, about him being a white man, or Spanish man, or a German man, whatever he is, just different from me, then he needs to explain that. He needs to explain why he has to look at what color I am to decide whether he wants to give me a promotion, because that's a major issue. And then if he can't explain that to me, or if he doesn't care to explain it to me, if he's still being a certain way with me, if he's being racist, basically, then I'd take things further then. I can either take things further, or I could quit. If that's all I have left to do is quit, then that's what I'll do. Don't have a job keep you somewhere because of the money. If you feel like things are not going your way, get out of there. Just as you've been blessed the first time, you'll be blessed again. Success will come your way again. It may be hard, it might be rough to get there, but you'll get there. I'm a prime example of it. No, I'm not rich. No, I'm not even successful yet. But my resilience to stand back up after falling down is unsurpassed. I've been knocked down a lot of times, and I've got back up, and that's what you got to do. You can't let racism knock you down. You can't let discrimination knock you down. You can't let anything knock you down. If it does knock you down, understand it's a temporary thing and get back up. What they say, get knocked down 9 times, stand up 10. Whatever the case, you get back up. Don't let anybody keep you down. I don't care what race there are. Let's stop thinking that only the white man is racist. The only Hispanic people are racist. Everyone has the capability of being racist. Racism goes deep. And it comes from deep. It comes from the heart. So get that out of your system, out of your spirit, out of your mind. Have an open mind. When you're confronted with such, is when you deal with such. But don't give such. Hopefully this message has touched you in some sort of way, good or bad, or indifferent. But I had to put that out there. And I will definitely see you in episode 5.